Hi guys, welcome to Moonchild BTS Tarot. Today we're having the reading of predictions for 2020 for BTS Jungkook. Actually, I did read these readings a while ago before the year actually started, but I didn't have time to really film it. So we have to put up with the photos that I took of the readings. I hope that didn't put you off from enjoying this reading as much as I did. And one thing that I couldn't get over myself is that I don't understand why I didn't take proper photos of this reading when I did it. So now I only have photos of like parts of the reading that I had to put together to have the full picture of every card. I know it's really annoying, but I don't believe in doing the same reading twice. So I've already done these questions. I don't want to do it again. I don't know. I might do it again after like a few months, maybe half a year. But it's been only for more than a month, so I think that the energies are still similar and the reading is still valid. So I don't believe in doing the same thing twice. And also I don't like cherry picking my card, or I don't sugarcoat my readings. So I'm just gonna give you everything that I can see or can feel from all the cards that I drew. Okay, so first of all, this reading is kind of special because normally I would look at the tarot cards first and then I'll look at the oracle cards. But with this reading, I realized that the oracle cards give a lot of meanings and say like foundations to explain the tarot cards. So it's like the other way around. So first we're going to have a look at the oracle cards, which are the Moonology cards in this case. And as we can see, I drew 3 cards from the Moonology deck, and I don't think it's a coincidence, but they all new moon in different places in different star sign. So right off the bat, what I can see is that he's gonna put out his mixtape in this year, no doubt. Your hard work is paying off. Bring love into the situations, and also a new start is coming. I think because he's been working so long on his mixtape, because he's such a perfectionist, he needs everything to be perfect before he can put it out. And also everyone is kind of like urging on him to put it out there, like the other members of the group. They've been helping him out a lot, and they've been encouraging him a lot to release his mixtape. So I think it definitely gonna happen this year. And also the first card is new moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn is someone who works really extremely hard, and they do that like very quietly, so you don't really see how hard they work. And they also like they kind of like quiet achievers, much like Jungkook, because he does like he works extremely hard, but he doesn't show it. We never know. But then the results of his work is immense. So I think yes, definitely he's gonna release his mixtape this year. With that being said, the tarot cards makes a lot more sense. So we can see the star and the Knight of Cups are kind of like wishes come true. So I think the releasing of this mixtape is huge for him. It's definitely gonna be a new turn in his career, and he's gonna receive a lot of like support, love. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be like the turning point of his career. He's gonna receive a lot of like praise. and like yes, it's gonna be bomb. Like the stars already gives me a really positive energy. So like the reactions of everyone to this mixtape is gonna be incredible. It's very vibrant and it's very, I don't know, it's very diverse. So it's gonna make him a lot more than what he is now, like in people's eyes. I'm not saying that it is more than, well, the mixtape is him, it's still him, but like it's gonna change the way people see him. And like people's reactions to this is much bigger than what he expects. And also Nine of Cups kind of indicate that it's the result of a long period of hard working. So it is kind of like a wish come true, but that wish doesn't come from nowhere. It is his doing. It is what he's been working so hard for. He deserves it. And yeah, it's gonna be really huge. And I think with the Seven of Cups down on the second row, I think this mixtape is gonna show his like personalities more, like the other sides of him. So like as you can see in the cards, this man with different masses, it's like he can finally take off the mask to show who he really is, like to show different like dark sides, bright sides of him. He's more confident to let people know that he's not just all glories and perfections. He has this imperfections to him, and he has this side that he might not love as much as the other ones. Like like what he says in his demo songs. He always afraid that people wouldn't love him for who he is. He's afraid that people wouldn't love the Jungkook as they love Jungkook of BTS. But I think with this mixtape, he's more confident in showing that side. So he doesn't have to pretend anymore. So he doesn't have to like put on an act anymore. And that's so great. I really hope that he can do that, because that is like another step of like learning how to love yourself kind of thing. And also next to that is the Hierophant. I believe that is like the symbol of, not the symbol, but like the representations of like Namjoon and Bang PD, like the guidance, the father figure in Jungkook's life. They're gonna help him like learn about himself, learn about like his career, where he wants to go, and like put him on the right track, but also being very supportive at times, like encouraging him to do what he wants to do, but also like keep him grounded and keep him like stay on the right track. With King of Cups, because with King of Cups, it might be possible that with the success of his mixtape, he would enjoy that a little bit too much and being too indulged in his own success. If you know what I mean, he could like stray off the way he normally is. He might like enjoy this fame and the spotlight too much and being a little bit cocky, if I can say that. But not in a too bad way, because he has his hero friends there to keep him grounded, even the other members as well. But yeah, I really do see Bang PD and Namjoon RM in this hero friends card. Besides, with the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Sun card in reverse, I kind of feel like it's very easy for him to get into trouble with like the press or someone that is close to him, but it's not honest with him, or like someone who wants to use him or wants to like take advantages of him, someone who doesn't show him their true intentions. So he might have like a little bit of trouble with the press, whether being like in false news or false accusations, or someone he considers his friend would like talk behind him, would talk bad about him, or like even stab him in the back. He might trust the wrong people, because we know he can be too naive sometimes. That's what I feel from him, and he tends to trust people quite easily. So yeah, I think he should be a little bit careful with who he's hanging out with. And yeah, but with the success of his mixtape, it's very likely that he will be under the spotlight, like under the attentions of a lot of like public and journalists and reporters and even stalkers. So yeah, that's foreseeable, I think. But again, yes, he has other members, he has his mentors to keep him grounded and like how to keep him in the right mind. And of course, if all these bad things happen, then it will make him like feel bad or down or like disappointed. But like in the past, I know that this kind of thing will affect him a lot. Like it will make him like really sad and like questioning himself, like what has he done wrong or things like that. But I think now he's a lot more mature and he's in a lot more like stable state of mind. So that wouldn't affect him as bad. But it's still something that is like drains his energies. But with that Two of Cups, I think he has someone special to him. Like it's not necessarily like a romance relationship. It's just someone who he can trust, and someone who understands him, and someone is like a soulmate, someone he can talk to, and someone he can like be himself. And so that person would help him a lot to overcome all these like mental mental obstacles. So yeah, I think this year's gonna be really good for him as long as he knows how to like keep like keep his mind like grounded and focus on like the positive things. And yeah, here we have two other oracle cards. One say play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I think that goes well with the possibility that he's going to release his mixtape. So it tells him to like have fun, celebrate the success of this mixtape. He's been working so hard for it. This is the time where show the world who he really is, and to like really enjoy the moment. And don't I hope he doesn't like take, because he's such a perfectionist, so he always takes everything too seriously. But honestly, I feel like he's doing really well with this mixtape. So there's no point. There's always going to be haters. So instead of focusing on what those toxic people say, he can just focus on like what the fan loves, how immense it is it's gonna be for other people to like really enjoy his mixtape. So I think that's really important for him. And also, the other card says answers the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So I think like only he knows the answer to these questions. But ultimately, I would say music is his dream. Music is his life, and it is what his soul is calling him to do. So it's just being honest with his music, put himself on the sheets and like let people see it, because he's such a beautiful human being. And if he's always worried about like what if some people don't like him, what if some people don't like his music, then he's never gonna be he's never gonna have the real honest music, because you cannot please everyone. There's always someone who's always trying to find something about you to hate on, and it's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to change that, because people are determined to find things they can hate about you, and it's them, and it's their thinking that is wrong. It's not you. There's so many other people out there who love you for whatever you do and for just for being you. So I hope he knows this message, and I hope that he like confidence enough. I hope he trusts himself enough to just show it, just release his mixtape. It is what he's been working for. It is him. It is raw and honest, and people is gonna go nuts for it. I'm sure it's gonna be really big. It's just that he needs to understand that is this not always be 100% like positivity, but we can never like we can never talk to someone who doesn't want to listen. So yeah. And the last cards I have for him, two of them is kind of like message. So one say, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplations, and stillness. And another one says, my capacity to tune into to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. So yeah, this goes really well with what I've just said. So he needs to know that there's so much love around him. There's so many people that love him the way he is, like just love him for being him. His Hyungs love him, Bang PD loves him, his family loves him, the people around him adore him and like support him with everything. And also as fans, there's like millions of us who love him so much, and I'm sure he knows it. But then somehow, sometimes those hateful people can say words that hurt him in a way. So I think he really needs to just focus on the love that we show him. And I think we've done really well in like showing him how much we love him and stuff. But yeah, I think he needs to be like constantly reminded that there's so much love in this world. So there's no point in dwelling in some people's hatred. Just because, to me, I believe that hurt people hurt people. So the people who makes the effort to go out and hurt other people is actually the one who's been hurt more. So when I see haters or like toxic people on the internet, I just feel bad for them. I feel pity for them, because you must have been having such a horrible life that you choose to spread that negativity to other people, and that doesn't make you any more happy. It just makes you more miserable. So I hope that like people somehow learn that message. You don't make yourself feel better when you go and hurt other people. It only makes it worse. So, like, on the other hand, if you try to like be positive, try to show people the positivities, then it will come back to you. You'll feel much better than going out and like spread hatred to other people who doesn't even know who you are and who don't even do anything to like affecting your life as such. And also, so turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love, and physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. So it always go back to, yes, like immersing himself in fans' love, in his family love, in other members' love, and he just has to know that there's always somebody out there for him. He always has someone. So he doesn't have to be alone in his head. And I'm sure to this point you understand that. But yeah, it's just constantly reminding him to appreciate that. Yeah, so recap, I think this year 2020, Jungkook is gonna release his mixtape finally. It is something that he's been working so hard for, and he wants it to be perfect. So it's kind of like a thrilling feelings when he released it, because he's always worried. What if somebody doesn't like it? What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't live up to the fans' expectations? But I think it's just it's just in his head. He doesn't know how big it's gonna be. But from this reading, I feel like this mixtape is gonna be huge. It's gonna be like the biggest turning point of his career. It's gonna turn in. It's gonna like bring him up to the next level as an artist. Because I feel like with this mixtape, he's gonna stay true to himself, like paint his own colors, and speak his own mind. But he just needs to be careful with his relationships, acquaintance, people that he hang out with. He might get into some trouble with the press or with the wrong people that he trusts. But he always has his member, RM and Bang PDs, who are his mentors, who's always there for him. They support him and keep him stay grounded and stay on the right track. And he always has fans' love and support, which is immense and which is like the biggest part of his life. So it's like an anchor that keeps him staying true to himself, and just like keeps him away from all this negativity of haters out there. He just needs to be reminded all the time that he has so much love and support from everyone around him. He's such a precious human being. He just needs to like trust himself more and trust people who love him more. Because when we love him for everything that he is, for everything that he does. He would not do anything that disappoints us, and there's not anything that he does that would disappoint us that way, because we trust each other so much. That's how I see it. But yeah, I think this year is gonna really big and important for him. I just hope that he would stay grounded, stay true to himself, and just always remember that he has us and he has his member, he has everyone that love him so much. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm gonna be doing other readings for other members as well, and hopefully I can upload it soon enough. Thank you and have a good day.